The automatic glass doors slid open with a soft whoosh as Emma stepped into the grand showroom of Prestige Motors, a high-end luxury car dealership known for catering to the city's wealthiest. She wore a plain gray cardigan, her hair loosely tied back, a pair of faded jeans, and sneakers that had long lost their shine. She looked around, eyes sparkling, not with awe, but with warmth. Her hands were calloused, her face bare of makeup, and her posture was humble, almost unsure. Emma walked slowly toward a shimmering Rolls Royce Phantom parked elegantly at the center. It wasn't just a car to her, it was a dream. She wasn't materialistic. She didn't care for brands or designer labels. But this car held meaning. Her husband, David, had once promised, back when they had barely enough to pay rent, that one day he'd drive her to dinner in a Rolls Royce. She hadn't come to buy it just to feel close to that dream. A young salesman in a sleek blue suit spotted her from the counter. His name was Ethan, and he believed appearances meant everything. He elbowed his colleague, whispering something under his breath, chuckling. As Emma stepped closer to the Rolls, her hand brushing the side mirror gently, Ethan approached her with a crooked smile. "Ma'am," he said, voice dripping with mock concern, "can I help you? Or, are you just here to look?" Emma smiled kindly. "I'd love to know more about this model." Ethan looked her up and down, smirking. "I'm sorry, this model starts at $450,000. We don't usually allow casual viewing. You know, fingerprints and all." Emma's smile faltered. "I understand. But..." He cut her off. "If you're not here to make a serious purchase, I'll have to ask you to leave. We're quite busy." She paused, embarrassed. "I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I'll go." She turned, slowly making her way to the exit, unaware that other staff nearby were chuckling softly behind their desks. That night, David came home from a business trip. He wasn't flashy. In fact, he was quite like Emma, humble, kind, and grounded. But he wasn't the same David who once worked 3 jobs to keep food on the table. Over the past decade, he had built a tech empire from the ground up. Now he was a billionaire. Yet he never let it change who he was inside. Emma didn't say much about the incident, just casually mentioned how she was turned away at the dealership when she went to look at the Rolls Royce they once dreamed of. David sat in silence for a moment. Then he smiled. "Tomorrow, let's go together." The next day. It was just past noon when the black Rolls Royce Cullinan pulled up in front of Prestige Motors. The engine purred softly, and all heads turned. The chauffeur stepped out and opened the door. Emma stepped out first, wearing the same clothes as the day before. She hadn't changed her appearance, because she didn't need to. She walked in confidently, holding David's hand as he followed behind her, dressed in a tailored suit. The receptee.